morning students, and welcome to today's session about the data mining, in which we will see today's topic about the data warehouse architecture. So myself Saket Sonadeep and I am teaching in PG department. So let me start with what is data warehouse architecture. In data warehouse architecture there are three layers: top layer, middle layer and bottom layer. So we will see in detail of today's lecture, that is outline. So in outline, that is the design of data warehouse architecture, that is the business framework, analysis framework. After that we will see the process of data warehouse design, how data warehouse design will be done, that process will be see. After that we will see the three tier data warehouse architecture. So there are three layers in data warehouse architecture, that is top layer, middle layer and bottom layer. After that, data warehouse backend tools and utilities. In data warehouse backend tools, we will see about different data backend tools like data cleaning tool, data extraction tool, etc. So we will start with the topic, that is the design of data warehouse architecture analysis framework. To design an effective data warehouse, we need to understand and analyze business needs. What are our business needs? That we have to first understand, and then that we have to analyze. After that we can construct the business analysis framework. So the construction of large and complex information system can be viewed as a construction of a large and complex building. It is one type of complex building for which owner, architect and builder have different views. It has the different types of views for the owner, architect and builder. These views are combined to form a complex framework. So these views will combine to make a one complete framework that represent the top down approach, business driven or owner's perspective, as well as bottom up approach, builder driven or implementer's view of the information system. Four different views are there regarding the design of a data warehouse. Must be considered the top down view, the data source view, data warehouse view and the business query view. There are four types of views in data warehouse. That is the top down view, where top down view will be used, data source view where different types of sources will be used, data warehouse view where data warehouse will be used and business query view. The top down view allows the selection of the relevant information, where information will be selected randomly necessary for the data warehousing. The data source view is one type of view which will express the information being captured, where information will be captured, stored and managed by the operation system. Information may be documented of various levels of detail and accuracy, from individual data source tables to integrate data source tables, where multiple data source tables will be integrated. The data warehouse view includes facts table. So in data warehouse view there are different fact tables are there and dimensional table. Fact table is a main table where dimension tables can be different tables. It represents the information that is stored inside the data warehouse. So it is one type of information will be stored inside the data warehouse, including the precautionary totals and counts, as well as information regarding the source, date, time of origin added to provide historic context. The business query view is one type of view which will provided for the business needs in the data warehouse point for the end user, that is called business query view. Now we will see about the topic of the process of data warehouse design. How we can do process, what are the steps for designing the data warehouse design. So data warehouse can build using a top down approach. It can be built easily by the top down approach, bottom up approach or the combination of both. The top down approach starts with the overall design and planning. So in top down approach, first we can do the overall design and then we can plan that design for the data warehouse. It is useful in cases where the technology is mature. Here technology will be mature and well known, and where the business problems that must be solved are clearly and well understood. So is that business problem will be easily clear and well understood. The bottom up approach will start with the exceptions and prototypes. So bottom up approach will be start with the what are different types of experiments and prototypes. Prototypes will be built for the bottom up approach. This is useful in earlier stages of business modeling and technological development. In the combined approach, an organization can explicitly the plan and storage nature of the top-down approach while retaining the rapid implementation and documentation document application of the bottom-up approach. The waterfall method. Waterfall method is one type of model which is useful for the process of data warehouse design, which is structure and systematic analysis of data for before proceeding of the newly system for the waterfall falling from one step to another step. In the spiral method involves the rapid operations, where rapid generation operations will be used for the functional system, which start with the system design between the stepwise data. So data warehouse design process consists of the following steps. First is choose a business process. First we will select the business process model. For example, order, invoices, shipments, inventory, account administration, sales, or the general ledgers. So first we will select the business process model. After that, if the business process is organized and involves multiple complex object collection, it is a collection of multiple complex collection, a data warehouse model should be followed, where data warehouse model will be followed. In second step, choose the grain of the business process. So we will, after that we will select the one piece of the business process. Grain is the fundamental or atomic level of data which will be represented the fact table for this process. Fact table is the main table in data warehouse design. The data warehouse design process consists of the following. First, in third step is about the choose the dimension table. After that we will select the dimension tables that will apply to each fact table records. Typical dimensions are time, item, customer, supplier, warehouse, transaction type and status. Fourth is choose the measures. We will, after selecting the dimension table, we will select different types of measures that will populate each fact table records. Typically measures are numeric, which are numeric in data, additive quantities like dollar sold, units sold, etc. Now we will see about the three-tier data warehouse architecture. So the first tier is the bottom tier. Bottom tier is a data warehouse database. Servers will be there. That is the almost a relational database system. Backend tools and utilities are used to feed data into the bottom tier. So backend, different types of backend tools will be used in the to feed the data in the bottom tier from operational database or other external sources such as customer profile information provided by external consultants. The data are extracted using application program interface known as gateways. A gateway is supported by underlying database management system and allows the client program. So it will allow different types of client program to generate SQL code, that is structured query language codes, to be executed at server. Next is a middle tier. Middle tier is an OLAP server that is typically implemented using a relational OLAP, that is ROLAP, that is relational online analytical processing model, or the external relational DBMS that will map the operations on multiple data to standardized relational operation, that is called middle tier. Multidimensional OLAP, that is MOLAP, multidimensional OLAP, that is MOLAP model that is designed for specific purpose server that is directly implemented with multidimensional data and operations. Last tier is about the top tier. Top tier is a front-end tools, front-end client server layer which contains query and reporting tools and different types of analytical tools or the data mining tools, example trend analysis, prediction and so on. So these are the three main tier data warehouse architecture. So as shown in figure, there are three types of tier. In first layer, that is the bottommost layer where different operation database will be there, external database. After that it will go to the middle tier. In middle tier there are different types of server as shown in figure, that is the OLAP servers, scalable servers or middle tier OLAP servers. After that it will go to the output, which will be given to the topmost layer, that is the front end client tools, where different types of tools will be used like query or report and analysis tool, data mining tools like trend analysis or prediction and etc. So this is about the three tier architecture of data warehouse. Now we will see and what different definitions in data warehouse architecture. First is enterprise warehouse. What is enterprise warehouse? An enterprise warehouse collects all the information about the subject spanning the entire organization. So enterprise warehouse basically useful all the information for the entire organization, that is called enterprise warehouse. It provides corporate wide data integration, usually from one or more operational system or external information providers, and is cross functional in scope. Enterprise data warehouse may be implemented traditional mainframes computers. So it is basically mainframe computer servers or parallel architecture platforms. Next definition is about the data mart. So data mart is basically contains the subset of corporate wide data, and it is the combination of specific group of user. The scope is confined to specific selected subject, that is called data mart. For example, a marketing data mart may confine its subject to customers, items and sales. Data contained in data mart tend to be summarized. So data in the data mart will be in the form of summarization of data. Data mart are usually implemented and low cost departmental servers that like Unix and Linux Windows based servers. Depending on the source of data, data mart can be two types: independent and dependent data warehouse. Independent data marts are sourced from the data captured from one or more operational systems of external information providers, or the data generated locally within particular department or geographic areas. Dependent data mart are sourced directly from enterprise data warehouse. Next is definition is about the virtual warehouse. Virtual warehouse is one type of warehouse where different set of views will be used for operational data in virtual. That is called virtual warehouse. For efficient query processing, only some of the possible summary views may be materialized. Virtual warehouse is easy to build but requires less capacity on operational database servers. Now we will see different types of data warehouse backend tools and utilities. So data extraction, which typically gather the data from multiple sources and external sources. After that, a data extraction will be done. Data cleaning. Data cleaning means it will remove the noise and outlier from data, which will reflect the data possible. Data transformation. Data transformation means one type of operation where data will convert from one form to another form by using different types of technique like normalization technique. Load which sorts, summarize, consolidate, commutes, view, check integrity and build indices and partitions. Refresh which propagates the update. It will update the data from different sources of data warehouse. So this is about the topic data warehouse architecture. Thank you student. Stay tuned for further lecture series. In next lecture we will see about the multi-dimensional data model.